Hey, this is Hippie from the H&H Racing Bad Back and Knees channel. Today I wanted to show you one of the things that I was talking about, making your life easier and making it easier for those of us who are disabled, injured, and generally beat up and not able to do things like we used to could anymore. This is a lift table, and if you have knee pain, back pain, knee injury, back injury, hip injury, anything like that, man, if your arms hurt and you have a hard time, lifting, squatting, kneeling, all that, uh, you go out and get you a lift cart today. This thing does a lot of different things for me. But it takes things easy from the floor, or when I back up to the door, and keep in mind I got an automatic roller on that one, so that again it's about making life easy on yourself. I don't have to get out of the truck, walk back here, unlock, step on the door, roll it up in the weather, in the rain, in the occasional snow and ice. Man, again, it's about making your life easier. So the lift cart, again, that is a goes without saying, and you'll see that a lot over the next coming times as we shoot these videos and get better at them. But anyway, if I can walk on up here and show you another thing. This doesn't always live on this lift cart. This is my 6.5 Honda clone, or my GX200 clone stand. Again, we're mini bike fanatics. And so, we do a lot of this. So I build a nice stand to do engine work on, or just do mods, put carbs, any of that, knock governors out. You can do anything you want to on this thing. So let me talk about it for a second. That is a piece of 3/4 inch marine plywood, 2 4x4s. I don't know what size it is, but it's a piece of fur strip that was on some stuff. And so I did that to make a nice edge around it. And again, you can see how that's made. That ain't complicated. And I put this in with a single large Torx screw so that I can pop it off real easy. And I've got a hole in the bottom of this thing so that if I need to lay one over on the shaft, I can stand it up and it'll be off the table on those 4x4s. And the shaft can run through, and it's a nice wooden surface. I also have got a couple of yoga mats that I got a hole knocked in just like that so that they line up. And man, my camera work will get better, guys, But here's what's I think is unique about this setup is I got off of a junk generator. I got the generator mounts, and I mounted them on just regular angled DX perforated angle iron. And so it allows the engine to run and vibrate and all that without shaking the world apart. It gives it the perfect cradle with the perfect footprint to sit on every single time. It gets it up off the wood so that, you can get under it to put like an oil absorber under it if you're going to take the side plate off or do anything that might be a little bit messy. This header is just part of this kit. It's the little header that I use when I'm running stuff on here. And man, that's really all this thing does. And then I took the end cap off of that generator and screwed it down. And I'm using it for a parts tray or, a set down area so that, stuff doesn't get knocked off. And then I had a little old box that, over here. And so all I got, man, that's what you need to work on an engine basically with. And then of course my impactors float. Oh, that's darkness. Darkness. That's my baby's bike. That's my old lady's whip. And Jack Corpula from Cycle Drag gave us that Cycle Drag sticker as he congratulated us on our wedding that he filmed at Rockingham Dragway during the Jim McClure Nitro Nationals back in October. So anyway, but yeah, that's that's a wicked little bike. That has hurt a couple people and has embarrassed some people. Man, it's sad. It's way faster than my bike. But I also ain't done nothing to my bike. And as a matter of fact, my poor bike is sitting on the lift with a blown head gasket waiting for Go Power Sports to give me an answer on what warranty thing looks like on this 8 hours of runtime. Anyway, just giving you a little tour around the shop, and you can see that I have a lot of different things in here set up just for that, even like my roller box. And I ain't gonna play games and try to clean this place up and make it look like you can eat off the floor. This shop I've never run a shop like that, and I don't believe I'm capable of it. However, I build fast stuff and, do lots of it. So, anyway, yep, this is the little building where all the magic happens. And, it's amazing that this little tiny space has produced what it has, but I've turned this little tiny space into an area that I can absolutely work in with ease, comfort, and it's because of little innovations and little things that I've done like this that I hope to share with folks that, again, may improve your life. There may be somebody out there that isn't messing with mini bikes or go-karts right now because they can't get down and can't get down low enough and they feel like they can't get down on their knees to mess with them. Man, lift cart, a couple bucks worth of plywood, and be quite honest with you, every little bit of that came from a scrap pile at a construction yard or at a construction site. And the carpenters was like, yeah, take it, man, you're cool. That's too small for us to do anything with. And again, if there's a will, there's a way. All that being said, this cart gives you two more things that aren't, I don't know, maybe they're not apparent right off the top. So this cart will drop, and it'll drop all the way down where if you had a mini bike or a go-kart or you wanted to set this on the floor, it'll drop it down where you don't have to pick it up, obviously, and set it down. Save your back, save your knees. Again, I don't know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with me. And the fact that you can raise and lower that right to the height of the cradle you're working in and just literally slide it off with 2 fingers right into your mount is just, again, it is a lifesaver, because there's a lot of things that I just, honest to God, wouldn't be able to do if it weren't for some of these little innovations. The other thing is that this will also pump up high enough that it will roll straight off into a motorcycle or a mini bike frame. Now, I use this same setup. I've got a very similar motor stand to that for Harley Evos, shovel heads, pan heads, and knuckle heads. And I've got one for Ironhead and Evo Sportsters. I don't have a twin cam one, and I do not have an M8 one made yet because I really haven't had the need for them where it, Again, I'm still working on some older stuff, primarily. These big money shops with the $10,000 scan computer to look at your fly-by-wire Harley. Man, there is a market for them, and thank gosh they're here, because these bikes wouldn't run if they didn't. But there's still people that know how to set points and dwell, and can troubleshoot a rickety shovel head that's making an odd noise. And I'm one of them old fellows. But you can literally roll this right next to the lift table, and you see the height, and it'll literally slide right off onto the frame. I don't have to lift it. I've got a couple of boards that are they're a wood called Ipe, and it's harder than teak. It's I believe the world's densest wood. But anyway, it's real slippery, and I will put those little Ipe strips in and use those to help slide from one to the other, so that again I've got control of it, but I don't have to lift it. I don't have to strain. And anyway, that's my engine stand. That's my babble, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit.